you to be. The planning, the training, those deaths in Waterdeep. It was all to groom you to replace me at her right-hand side. And you threw it away.
Are you sore, Mother Superior? You brought her to the same crossroads you yourself once stood at, but you cannot force her to follow.
There was a time when you would flirt with goodness and justice, Viconia. Let Minsk and Boo be the last to reject your advances.
I draw near, my lady.
Merkel, Bane, Baal, and now Shah. Are there any gods who do not want the prism? No matter. They will all be disappointed. Lord Ao, the Overgod, could not take it from us.
So Shar, and who knows what other gods, fight over the prism like brats over boiled sweets. And it is the mortal realms that suffer. Would that there was a hand big enough to smack them all. Meaning no insult, Oakfather Sylvanus.
Power. Is that not what it is always about? Ketheric, Gortash, and now Viconia. The seed of tyranny begins with the want for power. Nurture it, let it grow, and we become the very despots we once despised.
Another day, another god trying to make us her playthings. We'll have the whole Pantheon interfering with us if we're not careful.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconia was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Those words are more soothing than the salve Minsk applies to the places the armor chafes. You are a kind and gentle soul. You hear what our friend says, Boo? Viconia is gone for good this time. Ah, I am sorry, Boo! I will stop up my clumsy mouth and would tear out my hair if any remained. Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is. Of course, but also a miniature giant space hamster. The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them. Ha! Minsk did not stop her. He did not need to. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from our camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts.
He screws up after I moved something on the altar. No keyhole. Must be some other way to get this open. I'm ready. Whatever it takes. I see them. I see my parents. Gods. What's been done to them?
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No, there is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jen. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you. Yes. Jennifer. Our little Jen.
Not so little now.
We made it, and she came back for us. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Seluna, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You make things worse for yourself and for them.
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now, to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice. End their suffering and free yourself. Or prolong the pain together.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. You fear that you know all too well what choice she spoke of, though you wish it wasn't so. Your chance at freedom from Shah's curse, and your parents' very lives they are entwined. One cannot be claimed without the loss of another.
Shah is a spiteful creature. She will never admit defeat, not until she has stolen one last thing from you. Your future must not be her final prize. Not after all we have endured to see you again. You'll never be entirely free of her torments, as long as we draw breath. You must end this. Give us Seluna's mercy. We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
No, Jennifer. You mustn't. We'll be a burden to you.
Hush, Arnell. The Moon Maiden guides her. Don't you see? Jen wants her family. Jen shall have her family. How can we help, dear?
We will find a way from here. Do what you need to, Jennifer.
We will see you soon, with the Moon Maiden's guidance.
You did what was right, knowing you stood to suffer for it. In so doing, you proved what it means to be a hero.
Ha! It is the heart of a berserker that beats in your chest. Shar thinks this pain is a punishment? No! Pain is a promise that all our enemies' blows have not killed us and will be heaped back upon their heads tenfold. Lady of Loss, I see now, Boo, because she is always losing.
Your parents will soon be well again, and you will have much to catch up on. Something to look forward to once the world is safe again.
Our young cleric would have us believe she has found joy now that her parents are free. I see her grimace when Shah racks her soul, though. And I see the doubt in her eyes as the pain causes her to doubt the path she has taken.
Shar believes us so fearful of pain that we would empty our lives of all other feeling just to escape it. I will admit a petty sort of pleasure in your making the goddess look a lackwit, cleric.
Great dark mirror looms over you, offering no reflection. You do not know its purpose, yet it feels oddly familiar to you all the same. Your prayers fade away into the nothingness of the mirror, unacknowledged. Nothing comes to you.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember? We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right, even if you don't remember me. They whispered it was a suicide mission. This search for the artifact you were sent on. Some even thought it was the Mother Superior's plan alone and not what Lady Shah wanted. But now it seems you've turned on both the Mother Superior and Lady Shah. Most, but not me. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shah. But I can imagine that is hard to believe. Give me a day, and I'll leave here. You'll never be troubled by me again. Come see me before then, if you wish. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you something. I can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change, so quickly. Remains to be seen. This place is all I've ever known. In time, perhaps I'll venture out there, see what I've been missing. But for now, old habits die hard. Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations. Nibbles. I suggested Bree, but you were having none of it. She caught you with him. Forced you to get rid of him in front of everyone. To make an example. You always loved animals. But you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure. Well... You know that little scar on your elbow? I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night. And from then on, they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less. Not at all. If anything, they seemed pleased your training was paying off. I never saw the Mother Superior smile very often, but she did then. I think she was proud of you. As for the scar, that was from a collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Baldur. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back. Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair. Hidden at the back of the storage area. Luckily enough, as quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there. It should be, well, if not how you remember it, exactly as you left it. The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. I like the new look as well, though. You always did like a dramatic touch. Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
Lord Justicia Helm. I wanted one of my own so badly. Hard to imagine now. Jewels. Why do I remember these, of all things? A gift from Soldanessala, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not.
My girl, let me look at you. For so long I had to imagine what you were like, what you had grown up to be. You surpassed those daydreams in every way. You couldn't have. You knew nothing, just like they wanted. But it doesn't matter now. It's all behind us. Though the ache in my bones would suggest otherwise, a little rest shall do me wonders. Yes. Then I'll feel more like myself once again. I think I need to clear my head now, dear. We'll speak later.
Jennifer, I still can't believe you freed us, but I'm standing here with you. I'd ask you to slap me, so I know it's real, but I don't think I'm yet strong enough to bear it. Perhaps later, my girl. That is a hard thing to talk about. I fear I do not have the strength for it just yet. I can only imagine. It may take a little time before I'm fit to give many answers, though. 40 years in captivity have left my mind cobwebbed. But it will clear, given some rest. I should gather my strength. I've waited so long for this. A little longer won't do any harm. We will talk again soon, my sweet. Once I've had some time to gather myself.
I'm here for you, always. My favorite subject.
You wish to consult me? A mistake. When you realize you're...
The cub speaks. You're sure? Later, then.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Let us not dwell on those dark days. Their memory is a vortex within my heart that leads directly to the hells.
That helped.
You stare up at the statue of Selûne. Her placid stone face was once that of the enemy, but no longer. Now you see a benevolent stranger, an unasked-for patron, and a guiding light for your parents. You succeeded, but at what cost? Your pain endures. Your past is lost, save for the very worst memories. How can your parents bear to even look at you? Never mind love you. Shame, joy, regret, relief, and a host of other emotions jostle for your attention. It's too much. You feel hot tears flood your eyes.
Jennifer. Jen.
My darling girl, the last time I saw you cry, you cut your knee while chasing a frog. Hush. We're here now.
And we're not going anywhere, Jennifer.
Banish those thoughts. You deserve a lifetime of happiness that was taken from you. Now we have to make up for lost time.
Your mother's right, Jen. We are here for you.
Wait, Arnell. Don't you see? She's not a little girl anymore. That name stays with the child. Our daughter is a woman who's lived a whole lifetime away from us. And her name is Shadowheart.
No, your mother's right. She always is. Do not bend to the past. Look only to the future, on your own terms.
Shadowheart, our daughter. It suits you. Of course. It speaks to both sides of you. After all, you cannot cast a shadow without some light. Shadowheart, I hope all is well, my dear. Better in a sense, but you may need to prepare yourself, daughter. Shah took a great deal from me, and time will eventually take the rest. Sooner than you or your father would like, perhaps. I knew this, even when I first fell for your father. He is destined to outlive me, as are you. Shed no tears. We've been blessed with a second chance, and who is to say how long we'll have? More than I ever hoped for, certainly. We must not live in fear of loss. That is not truly living. Just one. Take care of yourself. I know you have more struggles yet to come out there, but I do not want to lose my daughter so soon after I found her again. Only you can say. It seems your father and I have returned to a world in turmoil, and I sense you have a part to play in righting things. We shall remain here at camp and continue to recover what strength we can. Then, perhaps, when all is said and done, we can be a family again.
Shadowheart, my darling. All is well, I hope. A name is nothing. Your happiness is what matters. Just forgive your father the occasional slip of the tongue. I will adapt, given time. You were to come of age that night, left alone in the woods and using only Seluna's guidance to find your way back to us. But you were not alone in the woods. We caught a Sharan spy near our village and learned that his accomplices sought to abduct you. I had to find you, to bring you home, and I had to do it quickly. In my haste, I made a terrible mistake. I took on my wolf form to cover the ground more quickly, and it worked. I followed your scent and reached you before the Sharans could. But when I found you, you did not see your father rushing to save you. You only saw a wolf hunting you in the darkness. I should have told you of my curse before that night. Then everything would have been different. You panicked, and before I could explain, the Sharans found us. Father and daughter, wolf and prey. They took us both. When I awakened, you were gone, but your mother was with me. They were spiriting us away to the city, hidden and bound. That should have been the day you came of age and into the Moon Maiden's teachings. Instead, the Sharans used us to teach you different lessons. Painful lessons. Perhaps they did. Ours was a small community, spread thin. We grew complacent, underestimated the depths of Shah's bitterness, the fanaticism of her followers. But perhaps this was always meant to be. Perhaps the Moon Maiden's path was merely longer for you than we knew. Well, it depends. Do you find yourself more hirsute at certain times? Craving warm flesh? Actually, no. Spare your father the answer to that. I am a lycanthrope, but your mother is not. It was a toss of the coin to determine if you inherited that side of me. If you have not changed after all this time, I believe you're safe. Are you sure, Shadowheart? Picking at old wounds may not serve any purpose. Very well. But I shall not wallow in ugly details. That is what they would have wanted. To have let their physical torments live on in our spirits. I will not allow that. They had you use us for practice. All the techniques that the Sharans held pride in. Trickery, interrogation, torture. They even had you, our own daughter, try to convert us. The worst part was not anything you did to us, it is what they had done to you. You didn't recognize us. Those eyes I'd wiped tears from now looked at me like a stranger. I feared I would give in then. But your mother's strength bolstered me. She never gave up calling you daughter, no matter what you said or did. We were still a family in that room, suffering, enduring, but we did not give up. Your mother and I swore we would see the look of recognition in your eyes once again. And we did. Knowing you were out there still was enough to sustain us. And you are stronger than us both, daughter. We merely had to endure. You had to choose your path. One that brought you back to us at last. Both. They marked you before our eyes. They said it would discipline you for straying, while extending our torment also. Not just with the pain, but with the knowledge that every time we felt it, your true self was being punished for trying to break through their indoctrination. Don't be. Knowing you were out there gave us the strength to hold on. And you returned to us, just like you were supposed to all that time ago. Yes. Now you know all that is worth knowing. Let us put this behind us for good. I've heard enough about this absolute threat to understand it cannot be ignored. Your mother and I can wait until you prevail, and I know you will. Beyond that, your mother will need my care, and yours too, if you wish to join us. Somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us, and the moon can watch over us as we sleep.
I'm here for you, always. My favorite subject.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword?
Credit where it's due. You are tenacious, and tougher than I expected. Pain can break anyone, but you bore it well, and got what you wanted. Even if you've damned yourself to a lifetime of that same pain. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
You're glowing. Finally, you have answers. Finally, you're free. Shah may still have access to you, but you're your own woman. Your folks are absolutely precious, by the way. They must be so happy to have you back.
Your search is concluded. The Night Singer may inflict pain upon you, but never her will.
You were wise to turn from Shah, Shadowheart. Now your family is restored, and the healing can begin. The city, you mean? With all its noise, smoke, stone, and bustle? I would not be here given the choice, but I promised you my support, and that is what you shall have. Still, though, this place crawls with life, but little of it flourishes. I see refugees unhoused, the destitute unwanted, orphans unloved. The city is like a forest with an overgrown canopy. Light and nourishment cannot penetrate to those who need it the most, and still it draws them in. The safety of numbers, the promise of civilization, the dream of better. All that potential is too often destined to die in the dark and rot in the gutter. I wish there was a better way. I wish everyone could see the sun, have a full belly, and know nature as a friend. There is a balance that is yet to be found. Listen to me, preaching like an initiate in his cups. Yes, I hope so. But we have a battle to win before any of that. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded. Then you'll have me. Lead on.
The cub speaks. Ah. You've wandered far in my absence. And now you come to march me to the gallows, is it? Come on, then. Likely you have some pointed questions. But you shall have to get in line behind my dear, dear daughter. The cub speaks.
I had hoped there might be a greater sense of balance within the city. That its walls might enable sheltering within it to foster community, peace. Yet it is not so. Unnatural steel beings patrol the streets. The printed word sows discontent, and those in need are treated with disdain. Is this truly what progress looks like? Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes it feels like Korga was right. Nature can only survive away from all this. You are right. I cannot repeat her mistakes. Thank you. Your wisdom shines through even in dark moments. I shall not give in to despair. Not while there is still the chance of a future worth fighting for. Oakfather preserve you.
Who has
has been speaking to a certain squirrel friend who frequents our camp, Olsen. He was turned from a red squirrel to a grey, all by one shocking sight. Minsk thinks you owe him an apology.
Apologize for partaking in one of nature's most solemn rites? That squirrel should be glad to bear witness.
No, Boo. I do not know what this has to do with the bears.
It's peaceful, isn't it? The only moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
Cazador always warned us to stay clear of this neighborhood. Never said why, though.
The last spawn who tried was sunk into the cobblestones and left for the sun to find. I had an unfortunate taste for theatrics in my youth.
Ah, yes. That was probably it.
It's peaceful, isn't it? Peaceful for the moment. For how long? The only moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
His clanking watches go the same way as Gortash.
Worry about the next one when it comes.
Halsin, tell me about the man behind the hulking wall of muscle. Do you actually do anything besides meditate, counsel, fight, train, and make love?
Is such an existence lacking?
Good question.
It is stand and deliver, little fig. Though I think I like yours better.
The commander said I only had to keep out bad ones. So that's secret. And anyway, so be nice to Ryan or I'll... Oi! Stop a moment. Commander, you're in trouble!
If she needs it, I passed it on.
Oh, Maller's Mark, here we go.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
Some battles, even Boo is not brave enough to fight.
Ryan.
A spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained in all this time she's been away? 7.
If you are trying to help me, please stop.
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult, which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed? Oh, the one stern parent is quite enough, thank you very much.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old! She can stay, but only if she brought home presents.
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
The cub speaks. I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Careful now. Only I get to say it. And my daughter, apparently. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
You know, I never dreamed our noble Jaheira would be such a terrible, terrible mother. It's nice to see heroes are as awful as the rest of us, hmm?
Jaheira would do anything to keep family safe. They're lucky to have her, and she's lucky to have them.